So, I'm here to tell you how much impact and influence Web 2.0 has had in our society, or as it's quite commonly known as, the Internet. Put simply, the Internet is essentially a vast number of computers and networks that are interlinked. Connecting to your ISP, whether it be wired or wireless, connects your computer to the rest of the world, instantly receiving information. In today's day and age, the Internet's used for a number of things, whether that be gathering information, social networking, or just idly wasting time. As you can tell, this chart represents my opinion, but I'm still pretty sure it's an accurate percentage. Moving from the industrial age to the information age, we've now got access to loads of information. But therein lies the problem. If we've got so much information to access, then a form of globalization would be taking place. If most of the content on the internet is US-centric, then wouldn't the values and ideologies be taken in as well? Assuming we all don't think for ourselves and love giant needles stuck in our arms. Guess this is a disadvantage to our non-English users. Sure, the medium is the message, but if this medium excludes non-English speaking users, then no message is delivered. The internet has revolutionized our society and our functions, as our work is now done with computers. How we all communicate with each other is now on the internet, and how we even decide when and what to watch now centers around the internet. Far be it for me to judge, but I think the internet has given both more power and authority to users, making them more self-dependent on how to spend their time. Speaking of power audiences hold, video sharing giant YouTube provides users with the opportunity to both view and make videos online. Users can produce videos or vlogs, sharing their opinions and thoughts on other media texts, i.e. movie game reviews, or rating the cuteness factor on weekly cat videos. YouTube's also become a haven for the music industry, as music is now instantly accessible to anyone. Vevo, Synergetic company, decided to break into this market by teaming up with Sony, Universal and EMI, making over 26,300 videos. I have to say, the real beauty of YouTube comes from the fact that it allows anyone to become a celebrity. To name a few examples, internet personality Ray William Johnson, teen sensation Justin Bieber, and this. As you can see, UGC is what helps the internet grow more and more as people want to get more involved in making their own content. In effect, this has basically turned audiences into producers, and I could not find a more better example than this.
Most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the streets, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television, watch it got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got a 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a low-down gangster, set tripping bangers, and all men's is down, so don't arouse my anger, fool.
Moving on from video sharing, social networking seems to be the next big thing. The two biggest social networking services at this moment would be Facebook and Twitter, with Facebook having 600 million users and Twitter having 200 million users. While it all seems good for Dorsey and Zuckerberg, I can't help but feel that society has an overdependence on these sites. I mean, sure, I was over-exaggerating with my pie chart, but 48% of young Americans are finding out their news through Facebook. There's 65 million tweets a day, or the fact that 57% of people talk more online than they do in real life. So it becomes worrying. Also found that these sites allow voyeurism to be practiced on a large amount scale. While being all for voyeurism, seeing who ate what, who's where, and which one of your exes is dating who does seem like an invasion of privacy. Speaking of invasion of privacy, these websites have made it easier for us to keep in touch with our favorite celebrities, such as Kanye West's tweet about how much he loves pimping, or Katy Perry's message about how we all need to get down on Friday. This leads me on to my next topic. Censorship. You see, there's always two sides to this never-ending argument. One being that censorship is required because anyone and everyone could be accessing inappropriate content, and the other being that censorship would defeat the purpose of the internet. As mentioned in my previous video, porn seems to be advertised so much around the internet that sort of more panic surrounds it. One more thing to mention would be the lack of net neutrality. In a nutshell, net neutrality ensures that you have a choice of what you want to view on the internet. For example, using Google instead of Yahoo. If this neutrality were to be removed, then your ISP could restrict this freedom and limit your choice and encourage you to use one instead of the other. And by encourage, I mean force. The more I think about it, the more I see that as a society, we really couldn't live without technology now. Sure, we have to put up with the threat of cyber-terrorism and identity theft every other second, but being called the most important medium of the 21st century, I'd have to agree.